The history of creation. 1. In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. 2. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. 3. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. 4. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. 5. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. 6. Then God said, "Let there be a sea firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." 7. Thus God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. 8. And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day. 9. Then God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. 10. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. 11. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth." And it was so. 12. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. 13. So the evening and the morning were the third day. 14. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years. 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens, to give light on the earth." And it was so. 16. Then God made two great delights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. 17. God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth. 18. And to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. 19. So the evening and the morning were the fourth day. 20. Then God said, "Let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the face of the firmament of the heavens." 21. So God created great sea creatures, and every living thing that moves, with which the waters abounded according to their kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. 22. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." 23. So the evening and the morning were the fifth day. 24. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature according to its kind, cattle and creeping thing and beast of the earth, each according to its kind." And it was so. 25. And God made the beast of the earth according to its kind, cattle according to its kind, and everything that creeps on the earth according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. 26. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. 28. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." 29. And God said, "See, I have given you every herb that yields seed, which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed. To you it shall be for food." 30. Also to every beast of the earth, to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, in which there is life, I have given every green herb for food." And it was so. 31. Then God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. So the evening and the morning were the sixth day. The Garden of Eden. 1. Thus the heavens and the earth and all the host of them were finished. 2. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. 3. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work. which God had created and made. 4. This is the history of the heavens and the earth when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. 5. Before any plant of the field was in the earth, and before any herb of the field had grown. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no man to till the ground. 6. But a mist went up from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. Life in God's garden. 8. The Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. 9. And out of the ground the Lord God made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life was also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And now a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it parted and became 4 riverheads. 11. The name of the first is Pishon. It is the one which skirts the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. 12. And the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and the onyx stone are there. 13. The name of the second river is Gihon. It is the one which goes around the whole land of Cush. 14. The name of the third river is Hiddekel. It is the one which goes toward the east of Caesarea. The fourth river is the Euphrates. 15. Then the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to attend and keep it. 16. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden you may freely eat. 17. But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die. 18. And the Lord God said, It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him. 19. Out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every bird of the air, and brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. And whatever Adam called each living creature, that was its name. 20. So Adam gave names to all cattle, to the birds of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helper comparable to him. 21. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall on Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh in its place. 22. Then the rib which the Lord God had taken from man, he made into a woman, and he brought her to the man. 23. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called I-woman, because she was taken out of J-man. 24. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. 25. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed.